besties, welcome to another video. I'm so happy you clicked play. Thank you for watching. Now we got another Let's Talk About It. And this one is about Nicole Michelle Johnson. In this case, and the importance of mental health awareness. So we're gonna be talking about a little mental health awareness. I know that we touched on this subject line a lot of times, but probably like twice, but it's important. What would you do if you heard about 2 children found unalive in the trunk of a car? Let it soak in. And the woman responsible act like nothing happened. What would you do? In July 2021, Nicole Michelle Johnson was pulled over during a routine traffic stop in Baltimore County, Maryland, when officers made a horrific discovery: the remains of 2 children. And I got my handy dandy notes. If you're new here, my name is Barbara Dior. I'm so happy you attended and watched this video. I interrupt to say this is a disclaimer, this might be a little disturbing content. So if you do not like the certain line of death or something like this, maybe this might not be the video for you to watch. But if you stay, I will really appreciate it, because we're going to talk about mental health awareness, and I think everybody needs a little bit know a little bit about this. But this is a touch storyline. It really bothered me. This is a storyline that happened in 2021, and it just now going re-viral again. Why? I don't know. I've never heard this story before until last week, so it blew my mind. But I do want to do a small disclaimer on that, so let's get into it. Okay, so this happened in Baltimore, Maryland, when officers made a horrific discovery: the remains of 2 children in a car trunk. The victims were her niece and nephew, 7-year-old Jocelyn Johnson, and I might have said that name wrong, Jocelyn, I think it is, and 5-year-old Larry O'Neill, who had been deceased for months, possibly over a year. Authorities reported signs of severe neglect and abuse, and Johnson admitted disposing of the children's body herself. The case shocked the community and raises serious concerns about mental health and child welfare. The failure of the systems meant to protect vulnerable children. Okay, so that really did something to me. Even just trying to read it was kind of hard for me, because I just think about what those children, what was their last, like what did they experience on their last? They're with somebody that they thought was there to care for them, and in return they ended up in a car unalive, disposed of like garbage. In August 2024, Nicole Michelle Johnson, then 36, pleaded guilty in Baltimore County Circuit Court to 2 counts of first-degree child abuse, resulting in the death of her niece, 7-year-old Jocelyn Johnson, and her nephew, Larry, at a traffic stop in Maryland on July the 28th, 2021. Police discovered the children's severely disposed bodies in her truck, one wrapped in a suitcase and the other in a plastic tote. After noticing a foul odor, admitted that she placed Jocelyn's body in the trunk in May 2020. After striking her, and she fell and hit her head. After striking her, she fell and hit her head. Larry allegedly died in May 2021 while sleeping in the car. She then placed the bodies alongside Jocelyn. In February 2025, she was sentenced to life in prison with all but 50 years suspended, eventually facing up to 50 years behind bars. I don't know what that part was about, but she got 50 years. She's 36. She might could live it. She might. She'll be older, but she might could live it. I don't know. But she should either life in prison. There's no way they're gonna let her out. I'm gonna let y'all go out and look at these videos, and we're gonna talk about it when we come back.
Problem is the body is
it's in a bad position. Yes.
Oh my God, dude, that's a 5. That's a 5.
That's a 5-year-old white child.
100%.
It's got female clothes, right?
Put it. Come here. It almost looks like it has the pigmentation like Michael Jackson had.
That's right.
So homicide's gonna have to come out, definitely coming out for this. There's no way they're not.
Right.
Emmy's gonna have to come here.
Probably do warrants for the house.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Well, they're gonna have to find who this kid is.
How shrunk that skin is too. Probably been a while.
Oh, it's been wrapped in this sheet for I don't know how long. I'm not a medical examiner, but like I said, just remember the cameras are still on.
Right.
But this is
Probably at least a week.
I mean, I've seen some stuff, but it just sucks. It's like, I don't know, I guess it hits him harder than me because I'm just I've had trauma earlier on. But basically, like my daughter turns 5 Saturday. You know what I mean? This is 100% a 5-year-old kid.
What they've uncovered is just the beginning of a dark and tragic case, with more horrors and buried truths still waiting to be uncovered. For now, the decision is made to take both women to the police station.
Stand up. Where I'm going at?
We're going to be going to the precinct.
For what?
Ma'am, stand up. Enough. Stand up. Walk.
Be good. You are okay. You know you don't be with me. You know you are okay, BB. Just be good, yo. Just be good. I'm gonna tell the truth. Just be good.
Come here and stand over here. Just stand here, lean up against the car, okay?
Can you please tell them that she is?
Ma'am, you can talk to whoever you need to talk to.
I just want to say why she was reacting the way
Ma'am.
she is. Because she mentally retarded and she really don't have anything that's going
You can talk to anybody you need to talk to back at the precinct, okay? That's how we're gonna do this, all right?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have nothing. I'm clean.
Man, can you stop talking, please? Enough.
Please don't
Enough. You just keep talking. You just keep talking. When I told you stop talking, you just keep talking. Hold on, get the bag over.
My phone is in there.
You got a knife? Don't cut it.
No,
Don't call my bag.
Take it off.
Relax.
Don't call my bag. My phone is in there.
It'd be in your best interest not to move when I take the handcuff off. Cool. Put the bag off there. Put it back on. Hey. Put it on back. Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Now.
So what I do?
Get in the car. I'm gonna put you in the car. That's your choices.
Can I have my bag then?
I don't care. Get in the car.
My phone is
Get
in
in
there.
the car.
Your bag will be with you.
Okay.
What is she diagnosed with?
I don't know, but she can't read. She can't anything. Like she's really retarded. Like she don't have anything to do with nothing.
Just because she can't read doesn't mean she's retarded.
No, I'm telling you, like I don't know what she slows with, but she really don't have anything to do with anything.
You got anything on you?
No, man.
All right.
It's $20 in my bra.
In your bra?
Yes, ma'am. On
Where?
the side, I think.
What is this? Part of your underwear?
It's a bead chain.
Part of your underwear?
No, ma'am. It's like a waist bead.
For what?
You can rip it. Just rip it. Just pull it and rip it. Like why you right there? Yeah.
Sorry, is it just a bead? Is it just a bead?
Yes, ma'am.
They're gonna have to take it back.
That's why I said.
They're gonna have to take it off when they get the pretense to make sure it's nothing else.
That's why I said just.
All right, go ahead. You got $20 right here.
Both women arrive at the station and are placed in separate rooms. While Nicole seems to understand the reason for her arrest, BB appears confused and continues to demand answers.
So I'm here for that.
Ma'am, you don't ask you that question about 3-4 times, and I done told you the same answer about 3-4 times. I'll tell you again. You are in police custody. You are going to be sitting right there in handcuffs with your bag right there until somebody with either equal rank that knows that was out there with this call, or somebody that ranks higher than me comes to me and tells me to do something else. So get comfortable, relax. You're going to be here for a while. It is what it is. Sorry.
So what's my right? So you just gonna lock somebody up with no right?
Ma'am.
You know my right?
Ma'am. What's your first name?
Kazadi.
Kazadi?
Yes.
It's Kazadi.
Do I kill somebody?
Ma'am?
Do I kill somebody?
I don't know.
So why?
But what I do know is you're going to be in handcuffs in that chair until someone says otherwise.
I don't got no one. So why I'm on that red?
What's your last name?
Kazadi.
What's your last name?
Chibola.
Okay, both of those are very hard to pronounce, so I'm just going to call you madam. And I'm sorry about that.
So now, so you guys are going to lock me and frame me for something you guys cannot tell me.
I didn't frame you with anything. I'm not Baltimore County. I'm one person. I'm just a cog in the machine.
Okay, you telling me my hand is clean. I'm telling you I'm clean, right?
Do you need hand sanitizer? Is that what we're asking about? You are detained.
For what?
Until somebody out there. You understand I'm backup, right? You can ask me 1,000 times, but I can't tell you what I don't know. Like, it's not going to be some fairy that comes to the wall and says, here, Officer Bowling, boop, here's the information that she's asking for. I ain't got it.
I'm on that rest.
The precinct
You can tell me that.
That's like a loop.
What exactly is
Like a loop.
If I get sick in here, it's gonna happen. If I get sick, if I didn't make no phone call from nobody, I'm not okay. It's gonna be consequences.
Do you need water?
I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were. I asked you, did you need water? That's what I asked.
Yes, I need water.
Okay, I can try to arrange for that for you.
In a separate room, the officer waiting with Nicole informs her that he can't speak with her about the case. Left in silence, she begins talking to herself.
It's okay. She making an argument about that. I'm all like, what am I arguing for? Just open it and let him look at me. I should know that person is so stupid. So stupid. So stupid. I want to cry so bad. I can't even cry because it's awful. It's awful.
Nicole, appearing to wrestle with guilt, will soon have an opportunity to explain the grim discovery. Meanwhile, BB makes a separate request.
So can I go to hospital then? I go to hospital then?
What is your health complaint, madam?
Can I go to hospital then?
What's wrong with you?
Because my neighbors, I'm not feeling good.
Your knee hurts. You're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling well.
You're conscious and breathing, so to me you look fine.
I'm not fine.
Okay, then what's wrong?
I'm not fine.
Okay, then let's discuss what's wrong so I can get you the help you need.
The officer informs his supervisor of BB's complaint, but when he returns for details, he's met with an interesting response.
How bad is your knee? Can you see?
Can I have my knee done?
Oh, wow.
They switched my knee for too hard.
What knee is hurt?
This one.
They show me where you're hurt.
Not manager on your big hole.
Okay.
Look at that. What did you get that? What did you get that?
Okay.
BB is then informed that if she chooses to go to the hospital, she'll need to wear shackles.
I can walk.
No.
I can take that.
No.
That's not his
You're
word.
in the hospital, you're getting shackles on.
Point blank period.
If and a butt. That's not up for debate.
For the bed?
Yeah. Do you want to go to the hospital or not?
Nah. I changed my mind.
All right.
All right, mine has been changed.
I bet you that I know my pay. I'm gonna right now. If they question me for something, I know my pay. But they better let me go.
Who said what? Excuse, I'm sorry, man. The language barrier. You gotta slow down. Your accent is really thick, so I'm trying to peek through as you talk.
I'm ready for the maybe via mutute, maybe respect.
Please sit down.
Can I sit there? I've been sitting for long. I gotta stretch my legs.
I'm gonna tell you one more time to sit down. I'm gonna put you back in the chair. Your choice.
I'm gonna sit down.
Madam,
I'm gonna
if I get out of this chair, I'm gonna put you back in that chair, and you're not gonna like me. So I'm gonna ask you one more time to sit down.
I'm sitting down.
No, actually, you're standing.
I'm gonna be standing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna It's sounding like I'm asking. Let me make a phone call. Let me see what I'm here for, and then you guys are holding me with nothing.
So you thought standing up was going to solve that problem? No, absolutely not. You are detained. End of story. End of message. My name is Officer Bowling, and I approve this message.
Bowman, you're not Bowman.
My name is Officer Bowling. I got a name tag on my chest that says the exact same thing that I said.
It's not Bowman.
It's Bowling.
It's not Bowman.
Okay.
In the other room, Nicole continues talking to herself, visibly wrestling with her own thoughts.
I knew it was the reason why I felt like I knew it was the reason we just kept going through. So I said, I can't take no more. Look, so I said, I can't take no more. Here we go. Much more. But that's what they told me. They said I was going to keep it punished and keep it punished and keep it punished. Is there such thing as a death penalty still?
Certain state has it.
Not this one.
I think so.
We need to have it. I don't think if I would have known, I would have ran before tragedy or that was even politely, excuse me, can you cut this for me? Idiot, bro.
The scent of decay clings to Nicole, growing so strong that it becomes unbearable for others in the station. One officer fills the room with an odor spray, but when that fails to help, he brings in an air scrubber and tries the spray a second time. Soon after, a decision is made to transfer the two women to another facility for interviews with detectives.
So, I got your bag. You got your shoes on. All you gotta do now is get in the car. And we on the road. So,
Why do you want to talk to me? Why
would you like to stand up or would you like us to drag you to the car? Your choice. You an adult.
Why do you want to talk to me? Right now.
Stand up. Walk. To the car.
I am going up.
That's fine. You said you had knee pain, so I was gonna make sure you can walk fine. Come on.
Get my bag, please.
Nope.
I want my bag.
I don't care what you want.
Can I have my things?
Safe travels. Let's go.
Like I said, if something happened to me tonight, it's gonna be war.
Yes, ma'am. I hate it here.
Back at the scene, officers standing watch over the body discuss the tragic case and question the one thing weighing on everyone's mind.
Who's pretty up about this?
Right.
Really, everybody who saw it's pretty up right now.
Well, I mean, I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it.
I ain't trying to look.
But
Not
it's...
the way he's got all these grown men all up.
No, I mean, well, I was up before I got this job, but...
I didn't mean like that.
No.
Stuff like that. I'm just...
No, I know. I'm just saying it's weird that I could understand if this child was younger, like baby stage, but it's not. So I'm like, it's kind of dumbfounded, like what the hell? Like, I'd love to just know the reasoning.
Same. I'm so curious. The whole story.
Yeah, like what?
The whole story.
Like what the hell? Like what? How did this even come to be?
Nicole enters the interrogation room with much to explain. She tells detectives she was in Essex to meet a man for prostitution, while BB waited in the car. She claims she's been aware of the foul smell, but assumed it was a dead rat.
But me and my homegirl was doing so much to try to get the smell. But we never noticed it was coming from the back because we don't sit in the back.
How'd you try to get rid of the smell?
We always thought it was coming through the front of the car, so we got it power washed.
You power washed the car, try to get the smell away?
The engine.
You starting to understand why this sounds a little ridiculous?
After speaking with detectives, investigators note it was clear that BB was mentally challenged and had no knowledge of the incident. They contact her mother and arrange for her to be taken home. As for Nicole, her vague story isn't enough to satisfy investigators, given the second horrifying discovery made at the crime scene.
I want you to help me out to find out how these children ended up like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Children?
Mm-hmm.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
The discovery of a second child came only after homicide detectives began sorting through Nicole's belongings, though the signs had been present from the very start.
Me and my kids literally living in the car, like, just leaving around with the bodies in my car.
It was okay. And the whole time I had them.
In a black and yellow plastic bin buried beneath the bags in the suitcase containing the little girl were the aged remains of a small boy. The child's body had been wrapped in blankets and placed in multiple layers of trash bags, similar to the girl. Their relation to Nicole comes as even more of a shock.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Breaking news. After a woman was stopped for traffic violations, the police found her 5-year-old and 7-year-old nieces and nephews deceased in her car. Although this case occurred in July 2021, the law enforcement recorder footage has just revealed heartbreaking details. In July 2021, Nicole Johnson, 36, was stopped for routine traffic checks. The police stated that they smelled a clear stench at the time, and the officer claimed to have seen maggots in a bag. Nicole lifted a blanket from an item in a suitcase, revealing the deceased of her 7-year-old niece, Jocelyn Johnson. Subsequently, the police found the deceased of her 5-year-old nephew, Larry O'Neill, in another bag. Nicole stated that she was entrusted by the child's grandmother to take care of them because the child's mother was unable to support them. But further investigation revealed that the child's mother had attempted multiple times to retrieve the child, but was refused by her. The authorities stated that 7-year-old Jocelyn has been deceased for over a year. In May 2020, when she was staying at a motel with her child, Ooh hit her for stealing something that belonged to her, causing a fall and hitting the head. Then she left Jocelyn in the car for several months, and 5-year-old Larry was injured 2 months before the traffic stop and never woke up again. So she put the boy in a bag and placed it next to her sister. Even more heartbreaking is that Nicole never called 911 or contacted caregivers or law enforcement when the children were injured. In February of this year, Nicole was sentenced to 50 years in prison without parole. May the deceased rest in peace. What do you think of this matter?
What is that? No. Open, pull it up. What the f?
You won't believe what cops found in her trunk. The body cam footage of Nicole Michelle Johnson's arrest is now viral. She was pulled over for speeding in Maryland. At first, it seemed routine, but when the officer ran her plates, they didn't come back. He told her the car was going to be towed and asked her to remove her things. Then came the smell, something foul coming from her luggage. He told her to open it.
What is this?
A bunch of dirty clothes.
That don't smell like dirty clothes.
Huh?
That don't smell like dirty clothes.
What do you mean?
Inside one of the suitcases was the decomposing body of a little girl. Nicole admitted it was her niece, Jocelyn. She said she beat her in 2020 until she died. And then police found her nephew Larry's remains too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
Nicole claimed he just fell asleep and never woke up, but the autopsy revealed a serious leg injury. She gave no further explanation. Nicole had gained custody of the kids in 2019. Their mom, Nicole's sister, couldn't care for them at the time, so the children moved from Dayton, Ohio to Maryland. Their mother thought they were safe, but every time she called, Nicole said they were asleep or made up excuses. Eventually, she just stopped answering. It's beyond sick. She drove around for months with their bodies in her trunk, never called for help, never showed remorse, just carried on like nothing happened. When the officer found the bodies, he broke down crying.
What's in there, bro? It's a baby.
Other officers were praying at the scene. Nicole Johnson was sentenced to 50 years in prison. How could someone do this to 2 innocent kids? How could a family member become their worst nightmare?
Was it all out to take in? I felt the same way. So now that we talked about that, I gotta go to my handwritten notes because I feel like me taking notes when I first watch it, y'all, I feel like I experienced, if I want to be honest, I experienced a lot of emotions. I was hurt about the situation. I was hurt that these 2 babies were in this situation and they didn't have any real help. Their mothers had issues, the grandma had issues, she had issues, but yet she was giving these children. I think about all the women of the world that their only wish and dream is to be a mother, but they can't conceive babies. But people end up with children that don't want them, can't handle them, got so many issues themselves that they don't even need a child. And they end up in these crazy situations, and it really upsetted me, like, if I'm gonna be honest, and I might have, so I'm gonna refer to my notes. So one thing that I put in my notes is I hated how the police talk to BB. clearly having one conversation with BB, you knew something was going on with BB. Y'all, I want to like this so much, but this is a blueberry refresher with lemonade. I wanted the strawberry. This is what they gave me, and it's so strong. Ooh, take your breath away. I hated how the police treated BB. You knew something was wrong with her, but yet you treated her. I hated how, I know that you had pulled this lady, Miss Nicole, to the side of the street, but she was trying to tell you something was wrong with BB. Now, once she told you that, you should have respected it, and if it was false, you would have found out. But you should have respected that as such. If she has some kind of mental issue, she probably don't even aware of what she doing. Like, you can clearly see that she had a child mindset, but yet you were still trying to be nasty. How can I say this? Nice, nasty, nice. When somebody being nice, trying to be professional because they know they're being recorded, but they still trying to saying smart comments too. I didn't like it. It didn't make the police officer look good. I didn't like it. Some people probably say, well, I did the most, because he probably would say I did the most with what I could because she was just worrisome. This is just a worrisome case. She didn't even, you should know that something was going on her. I don't know if you've ever been around a dead body, but I worked at a prison for almost 7 years, so I've been around a dead body. I've been around a dead body. If you've ever walked in the woods or something like that, now you ever smelled a dead, decaying animal, it's got a foul odor, but a dead body is completely different. You will never forget that smell. It is to be drenched in that. It goes through your pores and all that stuff. And for her to be riding around with that, she should have known that something was up. For her to think that it was a rat, she should have known that something was up. They should have known that. I just didn't like how the officers treated her. And Officer Bowen, whatever he was saying his name was, the police were very unprofessional. Not all of them, but some of their comments, even at the scene, they kept on saying, realize that you're being recorded. Why do you have to realize you're being recorded? If you're doing your job and you're being professional, you don't gotta worry about you being recorded. You could have just said this was a terrible event, and I just hope justice is prevail, and just leave the side. Wait till y'all get in a bar, drink y'all drinks or whatever you gonna do, and then y'all talk however you want to talk. But right there, like, you had 2 dead individuals right there, and I feel like you should have just respected that. I didn't like it. I didn't like how they didn't listen to Nicole when she told them about BB's mental health status. And like I said, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it, y'all. I want to like that so bad. I just feel like if I keep drinking, it'll get good. But I did not, I didn't like that at all. I feel like they should respect what she said until they found out it wasn't factual. As a mother, just receiving a message saying my kids were busy or okay, but never seeing them would never work with me. I feel like that with the mother, I don't know all the issues she had, but she had some issues enough that she wanted you to take care of her children. But I feel like a real trio mother like me, baby, I would never, they're busy would have worked it 2 times with me. And then I would start asking the hard questions, and then I would send people to your house if I wasn't able to get to your house, and then I'm gonna pull up because my children is where? Like, that don't even work with my oldest son right now. What are you doing? Answer the phone. If you don't answer the phone, he already knows. I'm pulling up, baby. What you got going on? You can't answer the phone. I'm with that when it comes to my kids. So I just feel like that wouldn't work with no real trim. I call, I text, and they busy. Okay, they ain't busy every day and night. Don't do that. That's what you don't do. Don't play with me. Not about my child, okay? I didn't like that at all. Another thing, driving around with a kid's body shows the status of her mental health. So to drive around and be in the delusion that, okay, because you know that you could tell yourself so much that you really can believe what you're saying, even if, like, telling people, hey, there was a dead rodent or something. You can tell your brain that, and your brain will process that, because your brain is developed to protect you. Even like dealing with children that's been sexually abused, you can paint this picture that your life is grand and woo, that get through this situation because your body is designed to protect yourself. So I feel like she painted this delusion in her mind. Oh, it was just a dead rat. We're going to find it one day. But then once they discovered the bodies, I think it was just, it came, okay, the delusion is over. This is real. She knew she did it, but I feel like but you had to be delusional to be okay with riding them around. Because if you were right, it would be nothing for her to just drop them off somewhere. They're deceased, so why would you driving around? So I think they should have really looked into that she was off mental, because I feel like if it were any other race, and I'm not trying to make this about a race thing, because this was terrible, it don't matter what race she was, but if I feel like if it was any other race, she wouldn't went to prison. They would have said she was just mentally disturbed. She had a past that was terrible. Her mother made her sell her body. This and the third. She just had a heart. I feel like she would be in the loony bin, or she would be in a mental health house somewhere, or receiving the special care and everything. And then eventually they'll let her out. I just feel that way. So I didn't like that at all. I just feel like that she was mental health as well. Now, she might didn't have the elements that BB had, but I feel like she had some mental health stuff going on too. And sometimes locking people up is just not the answer. Yes, I feel like she should go to prison for the crimes of taking the kid's life, but I feel like that mental health wise, I worked in a prison, and prison does not help. Their main focus is not helping with mental health. If anything, prison makes mental health worse. If I got to be honest about it, it makes it worse, because I worked in there, and I feel like that when I get in a position, I want to create a program that focus on the mental health and actually getting real counseling, real help for inmates that's really going through, that went through these processes, that went through different damages, things as children, and like to offer them real help. I would love to create a program and tour. I'm talking about go all over the world and do my program from this prison to this prison, and it be a year program, okay? And get, and help people for real. And not only help people, once my program is done, train staff to continue the program, so that it'll be like if you in this program, it's a 4-year program, and it'll work on your mental health, your physical health, building your confidence back up, showing who you are. Because to go through a mental abuse, physically abuse, go through it destroys who you are, okay? It creates different scenarios, and like I said, your body is designed to protect yourself, and you become these monstrous things sometimes due to some of the things that were done to you, or what you was raised about, or what you watch people in your life to do. Whether you view it as, I view it as wrong, this is how some people are. Everybody in the family might kill somebody. Then when I grow up, when I deal with real situations, this is how I handle it. In your family, when people get mad and argue, they might walk away. And her family, when people get into a different situation, they slap each other. So it just depends on your environment. So I would love to create a program that was really centered on helping the person, once they get locked up, to deal with the real issue, the root of issue, if they want it. Okay, offered it to them. That would be one of my passions to do, because I realized the need for that. Okay. But no, I don't think that, a person with severe mental health, prison is not the answer. I promise you. It's not. Because they can kill in there as well if they don't deal with the root of what made them do what. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going with my notes. Driving around. Okay, we talked about that. Also, when she was talking to herself in the police station, it displayed her mental status. Like when she was in there just talking to herself alone, it displayed her. Now I can't diagnose her, but if I would say she has split personalities, and I think her brain split to protect herself. Okay, I feel like that she was multiple people, and I feel like that she got her back pushed up to the wall. She didn't know what to do, and she did not handle this situation of taking care of these kids right. I feel like that being a single mother, it is very, very hard. Not one time have I just looked at my kids and been like, yeah, y'all don't need to be here no more. Let's put you in a bag in a car. No. But I can say I have been pushed to the point where I just say, you know what? I told my older son, hey, I need to go take a walk. I go outside, don't take no walk, get in my truck, drive down the road, breathe hard 10 times. Lord, give me strength and come back. Because I just had enough. One got an attitude problem, one whining for no reason. You don't know what's wrong with them. And I felt like it was just too much in that instance. I took that, probably y'all won't know more than 6 minutes. So I understand being a sane mind, just being pushed to that level of too much. And then you got to think, if she is not a sane man, and then being pushed on top of all the other stuff she doing to get money and having to degrade herself to get this money, you know, it's not a good feeling. You know, it can't be a good feeling. Like I'm this age and I'm still doing this thing that I hate to my guts, you know, because she kept talking about her mother making her say she didn't like doing it, but this is how her mother taught her how to get money, how to take care of herself. So we're gonna go on with my notes because I have so much to say about it. Okay, I put to drive around with the smell, it had to be unbearable. A dead body is the most worst smell in the whole entire world. Walking, you know, doing my round in the prison one time, I walked up on a dead body, and I will tell you this, I will never forget that smell. So just driving around in it, just driving around with that, come on now. If you don't think that's a mental health, that's mental health. Okay. The smell was so bad that they had to be moved to another police station. Think about that. That the odor was so bad that came in, sprayed it, all that. They had to move them. Think about how bad they smell. Come on. This was just too sad. And to leave your children in the care, let's go to the mother, to leave your children in the care of someone that was selling their body for money tells me that the mother's mental health was not 100% either. Not there because, was not 100% there either. Because me as a parent, I think other options could have been discussed. And like I said, she probably, I feel like the mother either felt like this was the easier option, or maybe she felt like she was a good person. Like, hey, my mama and my sister ain't never did nothing to me. And that's just like me. I can honestly say that if I would go from here, I'm fine with my older sister getting, because I know that, you know, she had her flaws and so do I. But I feel like my older sister would take good care of her. And I feel like that's how she felt. Like she surely, yeah, she got her little flaws or whatever she did do, because she probably looked at it like if they were both raised by the same mother, she probably doing the same thing, and she probably looked at it, I'm not a bad person, but this is what I got to do to survive. So I know my sister would keep my children safe, or at least I hope so. So we just gonna play it out like that. But those were some of my notes. But this storyline really bothers me, because I feel for the babies. I feel for the things that they had to go through. I feel for it. It made me so sad to hear the story, and I'm like, my God, why? So let's talk about the mental health angle, y'all. We got to get off of that, because that just, woo, that made me sad. Okay, just to think about it. It just made me sad. So we got to move on. Okay, so let's talk about the mental health angle. What went wrong? How did someone deteriorate to this point without intervention? Like, how do you think that she got to this point where, you know what, it was just too much? This is too much. I can't take care of these kids no more. Things keep happening, and kids is gonna be kids. So, you know, on top of them doing whatever it is they do that has pushed her to that level, what do y'all think happened? Okay, what do you think happened? How did someone get to that point? And I just feel like I described, I got to that point of frustration. And see, I knew to go take some deep breath, separate myself but I knew to come on back, and I did. I probably drove off. I probably was gone a whole 8 minutes, if that, because my mind went in mother mode. Okay, let me go back for my little baby do too much, and my son hit him across the head. So let me go back, because I gotta pay referee. As a mother, I can't be away from my children. But what made her be like, look, I'm sick of this, I can't do this no more, they got to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, because there was a point, and the decision was made, and then boom, this happened. So I wonder, mental health crisis versus criminal neglect, where is the line? Okay, so basically, how do we determine whether this was a mental health crisis or a criminal neglect? Okay, now from the criminal aspect, they would look at it, 2 lives were lost, so this was a criminal act. But you got to look at it from an angle of mental health crisis. Was this a mental health crisis? In my opinion, yes. Mentally, I think that she was drained. She had a lot of things going on, and this is what her decision-making skills that she had put together, they had to go. It's me versus them, and I had enough, and they had to go. So what do you think? Should she be treated for her mental health, or should she do these 50 years to life and don't ever get out? I personally think that she should do some time, but I think that she should be allowed to get out. And then some people say, well, what if she do this again? It's a lot of people that done horrible crimes, and they're out. And some people don't ever reoffend. And then there's some people that get out and next week they reoffend. I feel like she should got 10 years. 10 years, and then be on 10 years of probation. And if she messed up in probation, she did the rest of her time. I feel like she should have got that chance. But within these 10 years, she had to do intense mental health training. Also, be in a program to design that once she got out of prison, she go in this program and she's assigned a job already. Okay, so she won't have to sell her body, but she has a job where she can go to. And I feel like if that is put in place, and then she'll have somewhere to live where they pay for her somewhere to live or apartment for 5 years, and she don't have to worry about it. But she have to pay them like a small amount per month. Let's say that she have to pay and most people why would they help a murderer? Because so she won't reoffend. Because I feel like when people back up against the wall, they make decisions that result in things that happen like this. It's wrong, but I feel like dealing with the mental health side, if I have to, since it's my major, I feel as though that if we go through her whole storyline, it's reasons why we got here. Some people say, nope, she killed baby, she got to go. How many mistakes have you made? Now, you might ain't killed nobody. I hope you ain't. If not, if so, God still love you, and you can be forgiven, and you can change, and you can give your life to Christ, and you can change, but you got to change. You can't kill somebody today and be like, Lord, I'm going to give you my life, and then be right back doing it. It don't work like that. You got to do it with a sincere heart. You can change if you want to change, but with the proper help, I think that in this situation, it can be a positive story, twist. Not that the kids survived, they're gone. But 50 years to life, what is she learning? She said, Lord, I messed up. She in that room just kicking herself. If not, I said 10 years, 20 years in prison, and then she get 10 years of probation. She got to do the mental health aspect of it. They set up a job. Maybe she in some kind of housing, because they do housing or whatever, and she has a strict program. If they do that, I feel like this will be a help to her, not a hindrance. This would help her with the issues that she had that made her do these steps. And of course, not be allowed around any kids. No kids at all. She violate that, let her do her time. And I think if you gave her a second chance, then it will show whether we made the right decision. Whether when they bing that gap, did we make the right decision? And some people say, oh, don't let her out because she might do this again. If she's a murderer, she can murder again in there. You know, it don't stop with kids. Everybody has a life. So I just feel like this. I don't know. I just feel like if I would take it from mental health side, I said let her out, give her 20 years, do the mental health program. But if I'm looking from the side of the kids, she need right where she need to be. What y'all think? Put it in the comments. Barriers to getting help. Stigmatism in the black community. I feel like in the black community, we are supposed to be strong black women, and we supposed to be able to handle everything. And that's not the truth sometimes. Sometimes it get too hard and you can't just handle everything. So I feel like that she needed help from youth herself. So I feel like it just was too much. Lack of support system. It is so hard when you do not have a support system. I'm trying to tell you. I've had it both ways. With my first son, no support, Holly. Nah, not and he had one person I could be like, hey, can you come get this man? Then I got some support when he got a little older, okay? Good support system. With Noah, differently. Started off, great support system. Then they dwindle away, and now I want them to stay where they at. You hear me? So, they over there. Because I got things running like I want to. You stay over there because y'all is conflicted, and I will do it. Let me do it my way, okay? But either way, not having that support system when you need a break, sometimes you can crash out. Some people fuss and yell at the kids. Somebody right now yelling at the kids. Shut up so I can hear Barbie talk. Shut your mouth up. I need to hear what she's saying. Y'all right like I can't hear nothing she's saying. That ain't right, sweet. Don't be yelling at them to hear me, okay? But I'm just saying, it comes out in different ways. It might don't come out in murder, but yelling at your kids, belittling them, calling them names, whatever, that's just as wrong. That's just as wrong. Just saying, okay? Love y'all, bye. But I'm just saying, okay? The lack of support can cause stuff like this happening. It builds up over time, and then things happen. Especially for struggling caregiving. Poverty definitely is a big deal. If you feel like in your head that you're gonna always be poor, and these kids, you tell your brain it's because these kids, and you just be, and you don't have no positive things that happen, you just keep poverty. That poverty kick your tail. Do you hear me? Trauma, past traumas, her being molested, her different things that she had going on, that can play a part in why she was in the life of, she's 30-something years old, still doing the things that her mama taught her. Because she said, my mama made me sell my body and different things like that. She still was doing it. Okay? So if you don't think that's traumatic, it's very traumatic. Okay? Generational cycles. She keep doing this. But anyway, just keep this cycle keep going on. Mama did it. Now I did it. I guess you're going to teach your kids how to do it. I don't know. But I just feel like this was a cycle, and she just felt like she was on a hamster on a wheel and just keep going. And eventually, she got off the wheel and she didn't choose the right decisions because she didn't have the proper help. Red flags and warning signs, things to look for as parents or caregivers. Isolation. Is you're always alone? Do you never get no break? Is the only time you get a break is when you go in the bathroom and shut the door for 2 seconds, they still calling your name? These are things you need to look for. Find time in your schedule. I don't care if it's just walking outside and breathing hard in the air, shaking your fist. Lord, please send me some help. That's time to yourself, and believe it or not, it's therapeutic. Okay? Delusions. Do you experience psychosis where you're imagining being somewhere else, and then when you come back from this delusion, you don't even remember it 2 hours went by? You might need to seek some help. Stress breakdowns, just breaking down, crying, having outbursts. If you're doing this, you need to reach out for help. Bizarre behavior. You find yourself just doing strange things, child. Just strange things. This is the cry. This is things that you should observe, and these are the things that you need to go seek professional help. Okay? All right. We must normalize talking about mental health. You got to talk about mental health. If you struggling with something, talk to somebody. And if you feel like they didn't give you good advice, and because somebody ain't agree with you, that don't mean that ain't good advice. But if you feel like you were not helped, keep crying out to somebody to help you. Please don't take anybody's life or your life because you're going through something or you went through things in the past. Reach out for help and get the help you need. There is help out there, but you have to hey, I'm struggling. These are some of the thoughts that I'm having. I need help. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody, but it's too much. It's too much. Can I get some help? Can you point me in the right direction? I promise if you put yourself out there, help is on the way. Somebody will will them to help. Learn how to spot when someone needs help. So if you observe somebody's friend, even if you have a friend that got multiple kids, please be your friend and say, hey, is there anything that you need to do? I could come by the house today and watch them kids for you. Because, baby, I know, even if you just want to step to the grocery store by yourself, be a friend. Help somebody that you see might need it, okay? Report signs of child neglect or abuse early. If you see something, do a little investigation. Ain't nothing, just like you can go through somebody's Facebook page and figure out what man she go with and who their friend is and what his mama look like and what his baby that he ain't never post is and who they are and where the baby mama live. Just like you can do that, you can do the same thing about child abuse. To figure out what's going on with these kids. Y'all be a helping hand because these babies are leaving the earth too fast now. They're being born and they're going out quicker than when they came. I'm tired of seeing funerals because nobody thought to help. And it just depends on, especially in our culture, there's a lot of the time it's no help for them. Nobody is taking the time out to make sure they're okay. Instead of reporting people because you got mad at them and you want their kids just taken care of because you hate them, report the real stories when somebody is not doing what they're supposed to, or offer help before you report them. Hey, what is going on with the kids? Do you need, I know this X, Y, and Z. How can I help you? Not judge you, but how can I help you? I want to help you. You look like you're having a hard time. I'm not here to judge. I really want to help and be that helping hand. Whether it's helping with getting in touch with somebody that can do counseling, whether it's, I don't know, reaching out to a professional. Look, I got a friend, this is what she's going through. I don't know what to do. What can we do? I want to be a helping hand. I want to help my friend. I don't like where I see her going. We as women, we need to, instead of clashing and meeting up to fight and doing all this stuff, we need to bind together. Together we're strong, y'all. Separated, we got all this chaos and new headlines, okay? Be a help if you can be a help. And if you see somebody struggling, help get them help, okay? Because we all are not the strongest of soldiers, you know? And sometimes our mind break and we decide to do the wrong thing. In this situation, the wrong thing was done. And I feel like if she got the help, this storyline or this headline might be a little different. Anyway, I thank you again for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Drop me some hearts in the comments for those babies that lost their lives in this terrible, terrible situation. But I don't know who you believe in, but I tend to believe that they're in heaven and they're having the time of their lives. Better than any life that we could experience. I believe they're having the very time of their life. And God is restoring everything that happened to them. I don't even think they remember it. They're okay. Because they just had to come home a little early. And that's very sad. But anyway, see y'all on the next video. You see it, report it. If you see somebody need help, help them. Love you, bye. See you on the next one.